It's the mindset that's going to keep you going with the same passion, motivation, and enthusiasm right after you lose a sale onto the next one, as if that loss never even happened. Mindset is what is going to develop the confidence and the pipeline that you need to ensure that you're never affected or you're never missing a tier by 1 or 2 units. You should never be that close. You should never allow yourself to miss a tier by 1 unit. And if that's ever happened to you, if it's happened to you recently, or if you're just like, what the fuck is a tier, bro? So glad you found me. This episode, we're going to talk about how to avoid the ups and downs, how to avoid that roller coaster income, that inconsistent production to where 1 month you hit a tier, 2 months you don't, 3 months you hit the biggest tier, 4 months you don't. You want to know how to hit the tier consistently? You want to know how to stay producing consistently? You want to build an engine that almost feels like it works on its own? Well, stick around because I'm going to give you the answer to those requests in this episode. Welcome back. My name is Daniel. I'm the host of Sales Remastered. If this is your first time stumbling across the channel because the title caught your eye, I invite you to subscribe, like, and comment on this channel if you feel that I've deserved it. If you find value in any of the content that I share with you right now and you have just the slightest notion that I might know what I'm talking about, I invite you to check out the other videos because I want to prove to you that I know what I'm talking about. And so in this episode, I want to share something with you as a salesperson. And whether you're new to the game, whether you're a seasoned veteran to the game, you're either going to say, aha, or you're going to say, oh yeah. So one of those is bound to happen. And so the reason why I want to bring this upon us is because this is something I've been studying very closely. For those of you who don't know already, I'm working on my product. And my product, my digital product, is going to be a single course, right? It's going to have modules, it's going to have videos, of course, but it's going to be a digital course that you can consume at your leisure, as fast as you want, as slow as you want. And this course is going to teach you the important pillars in one centralized location that's straight specific, guided to you, only to you, with content and material outlining the lessons learned. And it's going to teach you the alpha to omega in closing, in sales, in human behavior and how decisions are made. Now, of course, it's going to be outlined along the industry that I'm in, and that industry is real estate. That industry is dealing with a consumer. But you're going to find that through the content of the product, also the content on this channel, even though you hear me talking a lot to the audience who deals with a consumer interface, right? Like just a business to consumer, a lot of the ideology and strategy is actually based on emotion. And so anytime emotion is involved, whether it's from a consumer standpoint or it's from a business standpoint, behind the person making the decision stands an emotion. Whether the emotion is to protect themselves as a consumer, or the emotion is to protect themselves as a business or as an employee of the business. They're both there to protect their status. Consumer status, employee, and business status. Anyway, I'm putting this information together, and of course I'm deep diving into the information that I want to help my audience with the absolute most. And so I'm sharing with you the science of how to develop the right mindset. You finally have a central location where I'm not driving. I'm straight focused on communicating with you the absolute best tools that I've learned in my climb. The climb that has brought me to where I am today. From the streets to the top of corporate America, where I currently hustle alongside and lead the #1 team in a multi-billion-dollar real estate outfit countrywide. Of over 2,000 sales representatives, my team of 10 represents the top 10%. And I want to share with you how I noticed that they were able to do the certain things and achievements that they've reached, as well as what I've put in place to help me achieve the achievements that I've reached. And what I hope that this does to you is it delivers the support and the guidance and the mentoring and the coaching that you need. And I am almost certain that you are not getting it right now. You could tell that you're not getting it right now because you have no one to look to. At the end of the day, you're frustrated and feel like you just are making a lot of movements, but nothing is moving your way. It seems like everyone is just worried about themselves, and all you have to do is put up with bullshit content, bullshit leads, bullshit information that's not going to go anywhere. And if you feel like you have nowhere else to go and you find yourself bringing work home with you, the worries, the agony, the stress, the anxiety, and it's disrupting your own personal lifestyle, it is hindering the quality of your life and those around you, those who you are with, then this is for you. And I believe that the timing is perfect because the market is where it is right now. And so why I'm bringing this up, how do you avoid the roller coaster income, the ride and the hills and the ups and downs of sales? Simple. You study your craft. You have the right people in your corner. More importantly, you have a mentor. The only difference between my product and everyone else out there is that my product comes from a practitioner, meaning that I'm in the grind and I'm in the trenches with you today. You don't ask your mentor, hey, what did you do today, bro, to win this shit? Because that mentor hasn't been fucking around with it for a minute. That mentor is at a level where they just now coach. And so I'm a hybrid. I'm not only a fucking coach, I'm a player. That makes sense? I'm a fucking hybrid. So I not only manage and coach and you can see it from the content here. You don't believe me? Go look. And so daily I document the coachings and the practices, the best practices. And I share with you from a different perspective. I don't say you need to do it. What I do is I say we need to do it. We go through these challenges. Your mentor or your influencer or your sales manager or your sales trainer, your sales coach, how many of them can say that? How many of them can say, hey, right now I originated 2 deals? How many of your fucking sales managers make a commitment with you, puts them on the chart with you? If they're low and they're at 0 for the day, they're putting it up for you to see. How many of your fucking sales managers, how many sales managers have you ever had that showed you how to play the game, that gave you recorded scripts, recorded calls on how to do it, that showed you the email sequences and the email correspondences of how to properly funnel the close? Who shows you and who tells you? Because there's a difference. Does your sales manager show you or do they tell you? There's a complete difference, right? Do they put themselves in the open where they are vulnerable to be called out on their bullshit? You ever wonder, and this used to bug the shit out of me, maybe it bugs the shit out of you, when someone from a hierarchy, from a bigger standpoint, they just give demands, they just give instruction without having empathy of knowing what it's really like. Like they speak like it's so easy. Like there's just get 5 sales. All right, hey, you got to get 5 sales. Like just nonchalant. Like, bro, I'm nothing but a fucking number to you. And and if you felt that way, I apologize. But more importantly, now you got this channel. This channel is going to relate to you, whether it takes place of your sales trainer, it takes place of your sales manager, whether it takes place of your sales mentor or your coach, or your influencer or your book, or your fucking seminars or your webinars or whatever you downloaded in the past. Let this channel be where you eat and sleep. Let this channel be where you go to when you need a vent or you need a coach or you need that boost of hustle motivation, that nutritional dose of momentum that's going to boost your confidence and get you to that next level, because that is how you avoid the roller coaster income. That is how you develop the right mindset. Mindset is the answer to gain consistency in this game. Mindset, people think that mindset is just like hoorah, hoorah, hoorah. Like you're fucking rushing for the fucking Navy SEALs. Mindset is beyond that. Mindset is about how you do one thing is how you do everything. Mindset is about the difference of waking up and hitting snooze to waking up and jumping out that fucking bed. Because you understand that the second you open your eyes, game on. That is mindset. Mindset is looking at every defeat with enough humility to understand and own that defeat. Mindset is what sets people apart. It's what sets anyone and everyone you know that is successful apart. Mindset is a fusion of organization and systems and belief and confidence and structure and loyalty and empathy and all of the great qualities of emotional intelligence wrapped into one, with enough strength and constant mentoring and coaching that is needed to guide that person right to exactly where they want to go. Mindset is what keeps you going, even though the hill and the climb seems like you're just not getting anywhere. Mindset is what put the person on top of the mountain. They didn't just fucking fall on top of the mountain. And so if you want to know the question, how do you get around this roller coaster? How do you avoid having, ups and downs and inconsistencies, and it just seems like 1 minute I'm on top of the world and the next minute I can't even breathe. I'm just drowning in a pool full of sharks. And my answer to you is that you have to develop the right mindset. And so that's what this product does. And I'm so happy. I can't wait to release it. I'm just finishing up the details and then downloadable content. But once it is available, of course, you're going to be one of the first to know it's there. You're going to be one of the first to know that it's available. And when I launch out this product, of course, I'm going to, for maybe the first couple weeks, for the first month, I'm going to be hooking it up on a massive discount for my loyal followers and my loyal audience to gain access to that information before it goes public or before I set up on that retail price. And some of you probably look like, watching this channel like, oh man, I knew this motherfucker was going to sell me. I knew there was something up to it. Now I know why you want my email, dog. Bro, this channel is called Sales Remastered. I'm a fucking salesman. I'm a closer. While at the same time I love helping people, at the same time I need to eat. And in the same breath, my whole motive and my goal was to create a brand and show you how to start from zero and reach to launch. And so now you have a clear example of how you could take your passion, your skills, to create a brand digitally with minimal money, but a lot of time, right? It's going to take a lot of hustle. Go take a gander at all the fucking content I've released. This didn't just take a minute. This wasn't overnight. I've had patience and I've found my voice. I've gotten comfortable. There's a reason, and there's a rhyme and reason for all these moves. And now we're going to see what that reason is. So I invite you to check out the channel. Remember that the takeaway of this story is mindset. It's not skill that you want to train for. It's not the techniques that you really come here for. What it is, and what I'm trying to help you develop, is the mindset. Because when the skill and that technique doesn't work, it's the mindset that's going to make you jump into your creative hemisphere of your brain and get creative enough to work your way out of that hole, right? It's the mindset that's going to keep you going with the same passion, motivation, and enthusiasm right after you lose a sale onto the next one, as if that loss never even happened. Mindset is what is going to develop the confidence and the pipeline that you need to ensure that you're never affected or you're never missing a tier by 1 or 2 units. You should never be that close. You should never allow yourself to miss a tier by 1 unit. And if that's ever happened to you, if it's happened to you recently, or if you're just like, what the fuck is a tier, bro? So glad you found me. Visit the channel, look at all the links below this video. And again, if you feel that I've earned your credit, or if you feel that I earned your time, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you're notified of any topics online. And more importantly, if you want to know a little bit more about this topic, this class, this digital product, you already know where to find me. help@salesremastered.com. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.